new summer job here at Fruitbear's Family Diner. I'm your new boss, as the previous guy, quite frankly, had no idea what he was talking about, and we think he might have been dropped as a baby. So, let's get you settled in. As the night guard, your job is pretty simple. You gotta watch over the building and make sure nobody tries to steal any merchandise, tamper with the robots, that kind of thing. Just so you're aware, the animatronic characters do walk around at night. Their servos would lock up if they weren't allowed to go into their free roam mode, so it's a little adjustment we gotta make. From what we know, they try to find someone to entertain at night and are drawn to noises within the building. What's the only source of sound right now? If you guessed your office, we got a winner! They shouldn't bother you if they happen to make it in there. But if you find them annoying, just throw in the spare Freddy Fazbear head we left with you. It'll probably trick them into thinking you're one of the mascots and they'll go away. That being said, I wouldn't wear it for too long. I think dust, probably fiberglass and other kinds of debris has got into there while the building was under construction. You don't need to asphyxiate on the job. Oh, right. Almost forgot. You probably noticed there's a music box you have to keep wound up with a button prompt. That's for our new mascot to replace an older gift-giving robot. It's a shame some kid caught the part, but he's hidden in the parts nowadays and shouldn't bug you. Just keep an eye on that music box. I don't think the puppet thing will fall through the mask. I think that covers everything for tonight. You have a good night now.
Look at that. You made it to day 2. I take it the first night wasn't a problem. Everything seemed fine and dandy when I came in this morning, so good work. I didn't mention this yesterday night, but try flashing your light in any rooms the robots might be.
Bright enough light seemed to cause them to undergo a system reboot or something and stall. If you ever need to buy yourself time to, let's say, wind the music box, just do that and it should hold them in place for a bit. Now then, there should be a few more of our mascots around, and... Right. Foxy the Pirate is pretty easy to deal with. He's most sensitive to light. If you see him in the hall in front of your office, just flash your light at him and he'll walk away. That one seems to be twitchy. There's also another gift-giving robot, Kitty Fastcat. You can't miss her, she's a bright pink cat. She likes to climb on things, so if you see her in the vent above you, there's an audio alert system you can use. I think a blue button turns it on to draw her out. You gotta use it in the room she starts in, though, party room 2. If she happens to enter the office, the mask should fool her. Just be warned, the audio alert needs a couple seconds to recharge after you activate it. Alright, I'll leave you to it. See you tomorrow. are, Mr. Burke. I'm going to tell you right now, though, things are going to get a little more intense. See, we've noticed Freddy, for some odd reason, attempts to mess with the generator in the East Hall. I would guess the first time he shows up, the power will go out for a little bit, but the next time it does, it'll go out for good. To fend him off, keep flashing your light on him when you see him in the East Hall, or use the audio alert on your tablet to lure him away if he shows up in front of your office. That reminds me, we also have a newer robot here, Doug the Dog, who also listens to the alert, but you have to use it in the room he came from prior. For example, if he starts in the first party room, so if you see him in party room 2, use the alert in room 1. Got it? Before I head off, I found out something interesting. There is another robot in the parts room. Apparently, it's the first animatronic this company ever had. Everyone in the building was acting weird when I wanted to go see it for myself. They told me it should not and will not move, so it shouldn't be in trouble for you. I don't know what the big deal is, but I figured it out. Good luck. Hello, Mr. Burke. Day 4. Way to go. I have to ask, because I did notice this on the computer we provided you with, but what are you programming exactly? Something on some kind of 2.5-dimensional engine? Just try to keep it out of the workspace, will you? With that out of the way, I received an interesting report today. The torn-up gift-giving robot, Sugar the Cat, in the parts room, is somehow running again. They'll probably act up a lot more than the others. He tends to stick to the left side of the building, so if you see him in the main hall or the first party room, you've got to use the lure on him. I think his audio sensors got damaged and will only pick up sounds in the room he's currently in, and that should scare him off. If you let him linger in the party room for too long, he'll probably go to the wall in front of you or the vents like Kitty does. Use the lure if he's in the vent, and wear the mask if you see him in the hall. Now, if you let him linger in the main hall, probably won't end well. Which reminds me, the engineers discovered a glitch going on with the animatronics. They don't see you as a person, but an endoskeleton that has costume on, as it turns out. If the robots get their hands on you, they might try to stuff you instead of costume. I don't think you'll survive, the cross beams, wires, joints, and whatnot. Whoever programmed these things should be fired, and barred from working in this industry ever again. Oh, we also had someone visit the restaurant today. He was a bit funny looking and was pretty interested in the mascots. He offered to buy out the entire company, but something seemed a bit off about him. Management turned him down, but something tells me we haven't seen the last of him. Alright, I'll leave you to it. Good night, Mr. Burke. Okay. Just in time, too. I think this place is going to close down. At least for a while. Something really unfortunate happened. A child went missing today. I had to inform everyone in the building we were not responsible for investigating what happened. This is going to be a little bit too much for me. I think I'm just going to look for another job soon. This isn't the first time some incident happened with the company either, as I found out. The main mascot, Rubber himself, went missing shortly before I joined the company. How did the others not manage to notice a big yellow mirror when missing? Beats me. If you think you see him in another your office or the hall, you're probably just seeing things. Throwing that mask on and back off might get some airflow into you. Good luck. Gonna need it. through. I wanted to let you know that you might be in trouble tonight. I was cleaning up the building just before you got here, and I was in the parts room. It smelled like something died in there. While looking around, I tripped over something. That damn room is too dark. I switched my light on, and I found the company's first robot. Dear God, I've never seen that thing before. Did management want it put away for being too scary, or being covered in what I hope isn't blood? It started to twitch and freak out, so I just got the hell out of there and left my resignation letter on the front door. I did notice, though, that holding a flashlight beam on him would scare him off, so try doing that through the cameras if he starts to come after you. Oh, yeah. On top of that, the other robots are starting to smell. Fantastic. Earlier today, I had to shoo a couple of families away from the puppet, too. It just wasn't acting right. Took you back on the missing kid from yesterday as well. Did nobody find suspicious that not only was the security guard not in prison, but the camera footage from that day was wiped too? If you care about getting out of there alive, use your mask. Flash the light on whoever you need to. Use your audio lure. And please watch that first robot, Frankfurt. Once it hits 6 a.m., get the hell out of there and don't look back. It's not worth your life.